I've come to MESS, the Melbourne Electronic Sound Studio. I'm here to meet Janine to find out all there is to know about synthesizers.
Hey,
hello.
Namila. Welcome.
My goodness, salivating at all of this equipment. So tell me, what is MESS?
We're kind of this amazing, living, breathing museum of electronic music. And it's not just a museum, it's a place where people can interact with all of the machines, they can record music. Come this way.
All right, let's do it.
The collection is so broad, it spans the entire history of electronic music and electronic sound. It's going through up until last year. It's the biggest collection of synthesizers and electronic instruments in the Southern Hemisphere, by far.
That's wild. Why are synthesizers so important?
They've changed how we think about music, how we hear music. They have introduced new sounds into pop music, punk, even classical music sometimes features synthesizers.
Really?
It's all through popular music from the 70s, people like Stevie Wonder.
Superstition.
Superstition, that's right. And then right into the 80s, Kate Bush, the classic one that everyone knows now is Running Up That Hill.
Yes.
All of those sounds created on one synthesizer, the CMI Fairlight, which is actually an Australian invention. And that synthesizer is really special because it started what we call sampling, which became very big in genres like hip-hop.
That's huge.
Right?
I think then of how much music we would never have heard if not for synthesizers.
Yeah.
Tell me a little bit about this synthesizer.
So this synth was produced by the ARP company in Boston, Massachusetts in 1971. I've set up a little sound that isn't quite the same patch, but it's kind of reminiscent of something I think most of us have heard.
Look, I've never seen Star Wars. R2-D2, is it? My brothers will be so proud of me for getting that right. I do think of synthesizers as being a very kind of gendered instrument. Like, I was scared to come into MESS because I thought, is there going to be a lot of tech bros and dude bros?
This is an inclusive space. We run workshops that are dedicated to allowing people who are marginalised to access this kind of collection. We run a specialised workshop that's close to my heart, which is a workshop for women, trans and non-binary people to come in and to explore the studio and explore the instruments in an environment where they feel safe and that they're not judged. And that's something that's really important to our mission, is that this is a space for everyone. You're allowed to feel safe and accepted and valued.
Whilst at MESS, I also caught up with Katarina Stathis, who's a MESS-commissioned artist. Katarina's also composed a work for the Now or Never Festival. Can you tell us a little bit about your music background and how you came to incorporate synths as part of your practice?
I'm a classically trained musician, and from having played many acoustic instruments and, absolutely loving going to dance parties, coming into synthesis was the next progression, really. I've always been obsessed with sound, so having all of these instruments at my disposal was just like a dream come true. I manipulate them and I have a real sensory feel through them. It's a beautiful craft and these instruments are extraordinary. Do you want to have a go, Namila?
Do you know what? I think I do.
Okay,
Is that all right?
Yeah.
Can we switch?
Of course.
Let's do this.
It's all right.
So, I have no music background.
So first thing that's going to give you the best effect is just switching the volume up and down when you press a key.
Okay.
Do it. Yeah, go for another one.
Oh my goodness, I'm doing this. What?
It sounds great.
Oh my gosh. Thank you. That wasn't so scary, was it?
Not at all, not at all.
Tell me about the performance for Now or Never.
Yes, it's commissioned for the Mess Synthesizer Orchestra. So the three of us, Rachel, Kim and Mads Davey as well, we met here. We've formed a collective and we were invited this time to compose and conduct for the orchestra at the Melbourne Town Hall. 12 players on stage and there's multiple synthesizers ranging from this whole collection. It's a series of works working with lots of different compositional elements to really experiment with polarities, that idea of control and chaos. We want to explore all of that capacity for those synthesizers to do that within our work.
Kat, that was so much fun. Thank you so much for making me pretend that I can play a little bit of music.
You were not pretending. That was you. That was all
That's right.
you.
That was the real deal.
It
That's
really
right.
was. No.